The Chicago Yacht Club race to Mackinac presented by Wintrust is more than just a race. It's 115 years of yachting tradition.
It's the Grand Prix of Great Lakes racing. We work all year long for this one race, basically.
The race's rich history, the beautiful race course, and the fierce competition all contribute to what make the Mac race the spectacle it is today. Nearly 250 boats have made their way to Chicago to take on the mighty waters of Lake Michigan in this year's race. On the starting line this year is Moxie, the first all-women's entry in 25 years.
We chose the Mac race because it's one of the most challenging, it's one of the longest freshwater races in the world. And just to be able to say that, hey, the women can do this in some of the most challenging conditions, that was really important to us.
The gentle breeze and sunshine on Friday created optimal conditions for the cruising division as they raced away from the Chicago skyline to begin their race up the lake. As the last cruising division team crosses the horizon, the sailors of the racing division work hard to complete their final preparations. And of course, celebrate the upcoming competition. Saturday brings light wind and a calm lake for the start of the racing division, but every competitor knows the forecast is one of the best in decades. The wind speeds begin to build fast, and a downwind race begins to unfold. Overnight storms battered the fleet, dismasting 3 boats as well as sending a man overboard. Thanks to a heroic rescue by Mackinac and his crew, everyone makes it through the night safe. With perfect racing conditions, it becomes clear that records may be shattered as several teams battle through the Straits of Mackinac. In the end, the Andrews 80 Maverick succeeds in defeating the old race record by over an hour, an enormous accomplishment for the boat and its crew. But there is no time to celebrate when you are also racing in the Super Mac. The steady downwind breeze continues, pushing the rest of the fleet closer to Mackinac Island.
What makes me keep coming back to this great race? There's nothing like it. We just enjoy it. You never know what's going to happen out there. The conditions change hourly. The camaraderie is sailing with 14 friends on board the boat. It's a real experience that anybody that's done any kind of distance race would truly appreciate the Chicago Mac race. Every year is different.
We approached the bridge. We had a couple crew members sleeping, and I went down and I got them up. I'm like, you guys got to see the bridge. And they came running up, and everybody's taking pictures, and we were sailing as hard as we could because we had another boat that we're jockeying with. But there was this level of buzz in the whole crew, just excitement, anticipation. You know, we'd worked so hard for so many days that all of a sudden we're here, we can see the line. It was just an incredible feeling to know we're about to succeed in one of the most difficult freshwater races in the world. And when I got to the finish line, I was a little emotional. It's an accomplishment that there are not a lot of people in this world that have actually accomplished it. And to be able to stand on Mackinac Island and say, I did this, I succeeded. There's a special pride for me in having achieved this goal.
Racers arrive at the island with huge grins on their faces, having competed in one of the fastest Mac races in recent history. With the incredible speeds enjoyed by the fleet, all of the boats made it to Mackinac Island by Monday afternoon, leaving plenty of time for the sailors to enjoy themselves on the island. New this year, the First Timers Brunch at Mission Point celebrated the sailors' newest accomplishments of completing the Mac. Nearly 20% of the sailors racing were first timers. Mission Point hosted the awards ceremony, along with one last party until next year's send-off. The Mackinac Trophy was bestowed to the Pack 52, Natalie J. Coming in at the top spot for the 115th Chicago Yacht Club race to Mackinac presented by Wintrust was taken home by Erica, a Tartan 10.
This race is very addicting. Nobody does just one Mac race. Once you do one, you're hooked. It's gotcha. You're going to come back for this, and you're going to think about it all year long for the next season. We always say, do good, win, because otherwise you have to wait till next year.
The 115th Chicago Yacht Club race to Mackinac presented by Wintrust was one for the record books. But only time will tell what adventures next year's race will bring.